Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of The Trunks Effect. This week, we're going to be talking about Bojack Unbound. Hey, guess what? Goku's dead. Oh god, he can't do anything. He still does shit. Even he's fucking dead.
Yep.
Fucking rule breaker.
I'm just going to blink really long.
Yeah. So this movie came out in 1993, so this is our second movie of 1993. Somehow us doing these in twos is great because we're getting the two a year thing. It was not intentional. You know? So the synopsis for this one is in a quest for universal domination, Bojack turns a martial arts tournament into a fight for the survival of Earth's heroes. There is a fuck ton of characters in this movie. Jesus. It is like
people that have no business being
in this movie, dude. Like, they were just like, you know what? Broly was cool. This is the B team. They're just like, fuck it. Throw everybody in.
Yeah. Yamcha's in it. Chaozu's in it.
Tien's in this shit. Krillin's in this shit.
Albeit, out of those four, Tien's about the only one that actually keeps on training, even though he knows he's not going to get like any stronger.
Yeah, but he's an entrepreneur, man. He's got his little dojo up there. He's got a job. Yeah. Yamcha ain't got no job. Krillin's a terrible cop. He's never there. Like, what the fuck? How do they allow him? How does he have a job? I'm just like, how does Krillin still have a job? They're just like, he's just like, yeah, I got to fight in this martial arts thing. I'm not going to win. But I think they just make fun of Krillin. I think everybody knows it, you know? He's getting his ass kicked. Mr. Satan's in this movie. Yeah. Like, what was the guy's name? Excess Cash. That's his name. And Monty's his son.
Yeah, and so in the sub, it's Mr. Money.
Mr. Money, yeah. So basically, this movie... Fuck, this movie's bad. Anyway, it's got like 19 plots. So the opening of this movie is Excess Cash wants to set up this tournament for his son Monty. And so he got these aliens to come. And they're aliens to come. And so they set up this tournament. But then somehow that tournament they go to Battle World. And then so they get transported to Battle World. And they're going to fight. And then they think that these aliens are friendly. They are not. It's just Bojack and the Hare Clan, and they start turning on them. And then you've got King Kai, who's like, "Oh no, because of what Cell." I mean, it's just all over the place.
Yeah,
there's just like, that's how they can throw all these. Bulma's in this. Little Trunks is in it. Future Trunks is in this shit. Everybody's in this.
Yes,
it's just like the whole cast.
A depressed Vegeta is in this.
Yeah, because Goku's dead. Bubbles is in this shit. I mean. Everybody's in this, like, and Gohan's in this, Piccolo's in this. How
is Bubbles in this and Gregory isn't?
I know, I don't know. It's depressing. But, yeah, we got Gohan, dude, there's so many people in this movie, like, everybody. I think this was like, hey, this is like the last hurrah. Everybody's in this. Because the next two movies are Broly movies. They're just like, everybody's in this. And
we can blame Goku for the entirety of this movie. Like, If a Goku had not transported himself and Cell to King Kai's planet and blown it up, none of this would have happened.
Yeah, and so basically that thing is like King Kai's like, yeah, the four Kais, like we put him in a box and then we put him here, and I'm just like, okay, because that fucking worked before. This happened before. Yeah. People in swords, that shit don't work.
Yeah, put people in bubbles, they come out just giant and pink.
Yeah. The Super Kais were like, hey, we put this guy in the sword, you know, it's a monster. In Super, they put somebody in a fucking, I mean, stop pitting people in things. They're going to break out. Like, so Krillin's whining about everybody being stronger because he's
a little bit
sucks. At least Tien and Trunks can have fun. Yeah. They're like, hey, let's at least give him a show.
Yeah.
Tien knows he's going to get his ass kicked by Future Trunks.
But he's still going to give it a shot.
That's why he's great. Because he knows that he's like, I'm just here to help, man. He's a team player. Even in Super, when he's in Super to Power, he knows he's not going to last.
No.
But he's just there. But he's like, I'm just doing what I can.
Exactly.
I'm doing what I can. That's why he's great. You know, he's got his business going on. Like, he don't need to do anything. Vegeta has lost his passion for fighting.
Because Goku's dead.
And he's like, I wanted to fucking kill Goku. I couldn't. Yeah. So... fuck everybody else. He's just going to be depressed. And then I said, God, Yamcha sucks.
I mean,
God, he's so terrible.
Yamcha sucked since, the first time he's met up with Bulma?
Yeah, it's just like, he's in this for some reason.
Because he wants the 100 million zenny.
Yeah, and so basically they have that little thing where they all kind of fight, and then they go to Battle World. Yeah. And Battle Zone, actually.
So one of the funniest things that we've skipped is that once the prelims of the tournament ends, that Krillin gets matched up with Piccolo.
Oh, that's right, Piccolo. I forgot Piccolo was there,
and
I did pick Piccolo. I did get, and then Piccolo was like, "Oh, I thought I was gonna be here for a fight."
Yeah,
and he's like,
and he's just like, yeah, he just dips. Yeah, it's like. Krillin, you are not worth my time.
So that was pretty good. Like, Piccolo don't give two shits, man.
No.
Dad of the year, and don't give a fuck about Krillin. And so then they go and they get transferred to Battle Zone, and they're like, okay, cool, we're gonna fight. Like, Krillin gets his ass kicked like fucking immediately.
Yep.
Of course.
All because he ran into a woman that he fell for.
He's wearing dad clothes again, also. Yeah. I don't know how he got there, but no, he's in his gi, isn't he? Yeah, he's in his gi. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, he runs into her. He's like, "Ooh, she's cute." She gets that.
Yeah, she's all right. Like she's not the most attractive woman in the Dragon Ball universe.
No. Yeah, and then we cut the Snake Way, and I don't know if you caught this, but I wrote it down and I said, "Fucking Pilaf's on the damn playing cards."
I did,
and I was like, "Motherfucker, he's still in this damn movie." Worst villain.
Yeah, Pilaf in his game.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, why? Why is Mai there and he's there? And I was like, this is so stupid. I hate this movie now. I was just like, and
fortune teller Baba was the Joker.
Baba was there. I'm just like, Baba's fine. She's fine, but it's just like I was like seeing Pilaf. It just made me angry. I was just like, this movie's already dumb, and then like on top of that, I have to see Pilaf in this movie. Goku's dead. I'm like, what is this movie?
Yeah, and
what the fuck's happening?
And again, like Goku's only dead still because this is taking place between the Cell Saga and the Majin Buu Saga.
Yeah, so a lot of weirdness going. Like I said, this is a weird movie also because like major things have happened, but they're like addressed but not addressed. So it's weird. Yeah.
But at least Mr. Satan is still getting the credit for defeating Cell.
Cell, I mean, and then I wrote, oh no, big bad necklace man. He just gets big. He goes big. I mean, that's the only thing they don't really explain. Their like necklaces and shit and their earrings. Like they all have them on.
Yeah.
They're all part of this Hera clan. They just say that they're trapped away. They don't explain any of their necklaces. They all clearly have some power.
I think their only reasoning for really being here is to run their empire from Earth.
Yeah, everybody wants to get on Earth, man. The last movie and this movie, everybody just wants to take over Earth.
Because apparently Earth's the most beautiful planet in the North Galaxy.
I guess so.
There's other planets in other galaxies. Fight on those.
Yeah. So we get Gohan there. I did like that one little moment where he's like, they got all the toys and he's like kind of fighting. I was like, this is an interesting like little thing. And then they make it turn into the Force. I was like, of course, it was like 2 seconds, but I thought it was an interesting idea. If we're on this planet where you can kind of do whatever you want, that was interesting.
Yeah. And it should be Teen Gohan, but he doesn't really look like Teen Gohan.
It's weird. He's like, he doesn't. Like he's got some of the hair is right, but then he doesn't look like that.
And he definitely doesn't sound like a Teen Gohan.
No. Like it's strange. Like I said, this is where the inconsistencies of these movies is super weird. Like. In comparison to the anime. Then we get the explanation about how Bojack came. And I mean, even the title is in the explanation. Like, and now Bojack is Unbound. I'm like, I get it. That's what the movie's called. I got it. Thank you. So I bet Gohan has Super Saiyan 2, which we know.
Yeah, so Trunks, Krillin, and then that other random person all get get their asses kicked, and Gohan proceeds to take on all three grunts by himself.
Yeah, and then I said Piccolo shows up to save his son.
Of course.
Then Vegeta shows up to save his son. The dads are here. The dads are saving.
Albeit that neither dad really does much of anything.
No. Vegeta gets his ass kicked also. I'm like, damn it, you haven't been fighting. Like he straight up gets his ass kicked. And then I said, Gohan's getting fucked up. He gets real fucked up. He's just like, bop, bop. The other characters are insignificant. They're all dumb, and they have like the little bleep, bleep, bleep. I don't even know what the fuck they are. It's the dumbest power. It's like little lines that are just going, and I'm like, what are these doing?
It's basically like it's a spider web that zaps you of your power.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is the dumbest thing. So like, there's the scene where like, so Goku's dead, and then he instant transmissions. But I don't know how he can instant transmission. He's dead. I thought that was not a thing he could do. Yeah, like they're breaking some rules. He knows he's breaking some rules.
King Kai knows he's breaking rules, but he just blinks super long and super slowly.
Yeah. And so he didn't see it, and then so he goes to his son, of course. But
and he is a good dad for once.
For once, he punches the shit out of Bojack, saves his son, is like, "Hey, motherfucker, like,
quit being a little bitch.
Get your shit together." And then Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2. I do like that part.
Oh yeah,
it's cool. He's just like walking, and they're like shooting their dumbass little spider webs. That shit ain't doing nothing. Nope. He's like, okay, thank you.
He yells. The ropes break.
Yeah.
And then he kills like all 3 grunts in one shot.
Yeah, I said Beto. That was one of them was named Beto. I was like, this is the dumbest name. That just reminds me of the fucking minions. I was just like, I just wanted one minion to come running through and be like, Beto, Beto. That would have been great. That would have made the movie better. But they're dumb. They're all dumb. I don't even like. Yeah. The best line in the movie is when Bojack says, "Any last words?" And then Gohan says, "There's one that comes to mind," and then fucking does a comment. Best fucking line. I was like, this might be the greatest line in Dragon Ball that I fucking forgot about. It's not in there.
That is not in.
That is not. I remember that, and I was like, this is the greatest Gohan line ever.
Well, aside from what he says to the Super Boo.
Yeah.
It's like that fight you. No. I want to kill you.
Yeah, that's great. But I was just like, that's perfect. Whoever wrote this is so clever because he's like, I can think of one, and he's like, comic, and I'm like, it's so great because I'm like,
and then boom, and Bojack
done.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know, it's so interesting to do this because it's weird because it's like, this is I guess we picked the perfect time to do these reviews because like leading up to Superhero because it's so Gohan and Piccolo centric that it's so weird that like it's weird because it's like the other movies are all Goku and Vegeta centric, and then to go to this is basically a continuation of these movies, which is weird. Like it fits more in with these than like Battle Gods, Resurrection F, and Broly. It's like now they've like split the timeline almost, even though they're both canon. I'm like. So it's like, are we going to get like one with Vegeta and Goku and Broly and then another one with like Gohan and like, but yeah, it's weird. It's like doing these is like setting that stuff up so well. Like it's, I think I'm going to enjoy that movie even more now than, you know, just kind of like getting back in with Piccolo and being like, oh yeah, he's great. We have no waterfalls.
No.
You talked about the last one, no waterfalls.
Right. Like,
well, Piccolo is not chasing waterfalls anymore.
Yeah. But in the last one, that Piccolo just appears on a new planet, Vegeta.
And
so
he just appears here.
He didn't have time to be by a waterfall on Earth.
Maybe had that TLC song came out yet?
No.
Okay, so see, he heard that. He's like he's got super
like,
hearing, so he like heard it in the future. He's like,
yeah, I think Waterfalls was still about 3 years away.
Don't go chase. He was there when they were like writing that song. He's like, oh man, I should not chase waterfalls anymore.
And they were writing the songs like, don't go chasing. What should people not chase? And Piccolo's like waterfalls.
He was in the process of writing that song. He was him and Beyonce Knowles were writing that shit.
Nope. T-Boz or Little Left Eye.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, there's like.
And unfortunately, I don't remember the Chili. Chili is the other one.
Yeah. He's like, we got it. We did it. And then there's a good bit with Mr. Satan sitting on the toilet because he's scared. He's out on the gold fucking toilet. And he's just like, I'm not coming out. Like, motherfucker, come out. Of course, he gets credit for beating them, even though he was in the bathroom. I'm like, this is the most rigged newspaper ever. Like, but we don't ever flash back to the kid and like,
No.
Mr. Bunny, like I said, this plot is just like it starts in one place and then fucking goes off the rails and just ends randomly.
Yeah,
and it just ends.
Yeah, it is the Michael Bay movie after Bad Boys 2.
Yeah, it is the Transformers of Dragon Ball. Yeah. Like this is
it's just explosions, fights, little bits of incoherent story.
So this is like, so are we saying this is the Revenge of the Fallen of the Dragon Ball movies? Because it's just like the dumbest shit. We have people on toilets. We have Mr. Satan. Like, oh man, oh god, we got pervs because
of course
Roshi's doing that at the very beginning on the flagpole, looking for the talent. Like, it's not great. It's like fucking scatterbrained. It's not bad. I mean, I still think it's better than Tree of Might and the World's Strongest.
It could have been a whole lot worse.
Could have been it's fun to watch. Like the fighting is good. Gohan being there, Goku being out of it makes it interesting. Yeah. It's more Gohan centric, but this is like peak Gohan also. Yeah,
it's like that they were trying to see everything that worked in Cooler, and then tried to replicate it in this movie, and it didn't necessarily work exactly.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's strange. Like I said, it's not a bad movie. It's fun to watch. I mean, the fighting, like I said, this is peak Gohan.
Half the movie at least is just fighting.
Yeah. So I mean, it's probably like a 3 for me. 3 or 4. I mean, it's fine. I don't think it's like it's not better than Broly. But,
I'm right there with you. I put it at about a 3. I've got Bojack as like just a mid villain.
Yeah, he's fine. I'm like
he could have been better, but he also could have been worse. Like it's just sort of a microcosm of the entire movie. Could have been better. Could have been worse.
They tried to do too much. This is a thing of like doing too much. This could have just been like started out as like, hey, I mean, I like they're like trying to get them there. I think that's what they struggled with is like getting them there, but they made something like stupid to get them to where Bojack was. You could have just had them invade. Yeah. Like, and King Kai's like, holy shit, motherfucker, that's the dude that we locked up and you let out. And we could have just had that. Yeah. And they could have still fought on Earth. They've destroyed fucking West City 1 billion times. I don't know why now all of a sudden they're like, not. Like,
now we're going to some islands that may be volcanoes.
Now we're Batman vs Superman and this shit. We're just like, now we got to go to this island because there's nobody there. Like,
but no one says Martha.
Nobody says Martha. I think it was my the same day shit in Broly where I was just like, this is as dumb as that moment. Where they're like, you know why he's like that? Day. You're like, that's fucking stupid. That was that moment for me. I was like, you're like, what's it gonna be? Oh, it's stupid. It's real stupid. Okay, like that was that moment for me in like Batman vs Superman. I'm like, that's real dumb. Okay, and then that moment in Broly where you're like, they're gonna explain this shit. Okay, it's like they were born on the same day. And you're like, that's stupid. Like, who cares? Like that made them, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. That's it for me though. I mean, skip it. I mean, like I said, I think also in our tier listing, we'd probably tell you the movies to watch.
Yeah.
There's not that many.
No.
I think there's probably like 4 movies out of all of these that are probably pretty decent.
Yeah.
3 of which are the new ones. So
and really, if you want some like a good fight or an all right fight, you can watch this movie. Just skip to about the halfway point.
If you're a huge Gohan fan, then this is the movie for you.
Yes.
Like, because he does all...
I am a huge Gohan fan.
It works. It's Gohan gets his shit. I mean, he's in a lot of these movies, but now we're at least at the cool Gohan part, but we're not into the terrible Gohan part yet. We're not into we're not into Saiyan yet. Like,
which I will say, arguably my biggest negative about this movie is Gohan's voice.
Yeah, it is weird. I don't know what was happening.
Because in the sub, like, you can with it being after the Cell saga, he should have been Teen Gohan.
Yeah,
and sound like a teen.
Yeah,
at the very least.
Yeah,
and he just sounded like a little kid, like he was 8 or 5. Or even 5 years old.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe that was like just direction or something. Yeah. If they just told maybe Nozawa that he was younger there, but then they animated him looking older. Like, because she's doing both of these at the same time. So who knows when she actually did this?
Exactly.
Because, I mean, they could have done Cell, because they're actively making that. So, like, she could have been doing that and then had to go back, which would have been weird to be like, hey, you gotta be your Teen Gohan, but you're not like that Teen Gohan yet. So it's just weird. Like, so I'm gonna chalk that up to probably like poor direction and like telling her like how old he actually is, like, because she's great. Yeah. So like, and Goku sounds fine. So like, I just don't understand like I said, and he was fine in the last movie. So he sounded more teen in the last movie in Broly than he did this one. So I'm like, did they flip these? Did they like record the audio in like reverse, which could have happened? They could have been making this movie before and put Broly out before. So I don't know, but I mean that's a negative of mine too. Like, but I mean that's all I got. I mean this movie is in the middle, like all of them. It's fine. It's not bad. It's not aggressively bad, but it's not good. Yeah. It's just kind of in the middle. There was nothing that like jumped out that was like, oh, this is bad. Like, if you like all those characters, you get to see basically all the Z fighters in this movie. So, I mean, for that, I guess it's fine. But yeah, I mean, that's all I got.
Yeah. So tune in next time when it will be Broly, the Second Coming.
Second Coming and Bio Broly. We're there. We've hit it. We've done it.
Do we really have to?
I'm gonna see how far. We're gonna test this. Bio Broly, the episode's gonna be real fucking short, but I'm gonna see how far I can make it into that movie. I'm gonna see if I can actually watch the whole thing. I doubt I can. We'll see if I can watch it with no alcohol required. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through that. But until next time, that's it. Peace.
Peace.